Hi, everybody. It is Friday, November 7th, 2025, the last day of the week. I'm Jackson Mitchell. Let's dive right in. First up, breaking news. The Trump administration has asked for an emergency pause on a judge's order to fully fund SNAP benefits. If you remember, last week we talked about the judge in this case ruling that the Trump administration must fully fund users of SNAP. Then the administration came out saying they would only partially fund. The judge now says that's not what the court ordered and they must fully fund the program. Federal Judge John McConnell Jr. said the administration's plans to only partially fund benefits would leave millions of Americans at risk, citing that, quote, without SNAP funding for the month of November, 16 million children are immediately at risk of going hungry. The administration filed an emergency motion with the U.S. Court of Appeals asking to halt the order, arguing that they don't have the authority to use other funds without congressional approval. The White House says it's, quote, working to find a solution, while advocacy groups warn even a short delay could lead to millions going without food. President Trump hosted Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban at the White House today. The two discussed energy, trade, and security, with Orban pushing for extreme exemptions from Russian oil sanctions. Trump called Hungary, quote, a strong partner and a great friend, saying the two nations share common goals on economic growth and stability. In Arkansas, Governor Huckabee Sanders is stepping up to push for rural health care funding. Her administration has officially submitted the state's application for the Federal Rural Health Transformation Program, a $50 billion initiative over 5 years aimed at strengthening care in rural communities. The plan targets areas where small hospitals face closure and expand access to telehealth, emergency services, and workforce training. Programs like HEART, PACT, and RISE will focus on prevention, recruitment, and technology in small-town medical centers. Governor Sanders called the program a, quote, top priority and said it will, quote, increase access to care and reduce insufficiencies for patients in small communities. Also in Arkansas, the State Department of Education has unveiled a new district-level letter grade ranking system and redesigned, quote, school report card website. The updated site allows parents to see performance scores for every district across the state, including achievement, growth, and readiness. Officials say the change is part of a 2025 Arkansas Access Act and will help target resources to schools that need them most. The goal is to boost transparency and help communities hold their districts accountable. Parents can now compare schools side by side, something that was much harder before. And that is going to do it for this Friday, November 7th, 2025 edition of Your Daily Brief. Have a good day, guys. I'm back next week.